Well, hello there, girls and boys. How are ya today? Welcome back. Welcome to me. Welcome to the Habit series. Welcome to the water. Can y'all hear that? I never know. Y'all don't ever tell me if you can hear it. But every time I record a video, my neighbors are taking a shower or flushing the toilet. But nonetheless, this is the Habit series. Welcome back. This is a part 2. So if you haven't seen the first video, you might want to go back and watch that one because we're going to build upon what we already learned there. Yes, this is a series, honey. Now, as a quick recap, the first law of habit change is to make it obvious, right? Find ways in your environment for your habit cues to be obvious. Wherever you look, wherever you turn, you're gonna wanna be able to see something that reminds you of the new habit that you want to do. Poetry. 1 minute and we already off the rails. And we back. Law 2 was to make it attractive. Find ways to make your habits something you want to do. And we back. And that brings us to section 3 or law 3. Make it easy. Now let me tell y'all, this was one of my favorite parts of the book. This is where I feel like I got the most helpful information for habit change. And I'm gonna share one of those concepts with you right now. The first concept he covers in this chapter is the difference between being in motion and taking action, right? Being in motion is the planning and preparation stage. Yes, girl, I got me like 5 new outfits for the gym, girl. Yes, I got signed up for Planet Fitness, got me some new shoes, some sweatbands, some headbands. Girl, I am ready to be killing it in the gym. All that planning and preparation is gonna make you feel like you're making moves, you're making action because you are in motion. But going to the gym, working out, that is what's gonna give you the result. So that is actually taking action. Now, you may be wondering, what does that have to do with make it easy? Well, see, we were gonna take action in the easiest way possible, right? So our action step is simply go to the gym. Nothing beyond that. We are not worried about how many calories are we gonna burn, how long you're gonna run on the treadmill, how many weights you're gonna lift. That is secondary. That is for our next step. We wanna build a habit of going to the gym. So that is it. You can't tell me that's easy. Your goal is to get there. We're not worried about what you do when you get there. Your goal is just simply to get to the gym. You see, if you make all your habits basic and easy to start, they're easier to start. I didn't even plan that I didn't write it that way. It just came out that way because it makes sense, right? And we're back. So remember in the previous video, we talked about getting your reps in, building your habit building muscle. So when we set our easy goal to simply getting to the gym, that's what we're doing. Every time we get to the gym, we're lifting that habit building muscle, right? James actually gives an example of a guy who his make it easy was 5 minutes. He went to the gym, got on the treadmill for 5 minutes, and left. That's easy. Tell me it's not. And once he was in the habit of doing that, it was easy to add on another 5 minutes. And then he said, I'm here all the time. I might as well do something. He ended up losing 100 pounds. And this is not saying that it never got difficult for him, right? What we're saying is by making the habit itself easy, even during the difficult times, it was easy to get to the gym. And once you're at the gym, it's easier to do the difficult workouts, right? When you're at home and you're thinking about how much work is gonna be at the gym and how you don't feel like it and how you're tired, it's going to be much harder to actually get there to do. But if you're at home sitting on the couch and you realize your only goal is to get to the gym, once you're at the gym, is it not gonna be easier to do the hard workout? Tell me this don't make sense, y'all. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm babbling, but this is just exciting to me. It makes perfect sense. And like I said, this was the most groundbreaking chapter of the book for me personally. The last law, law 4, is make it satisfied. Now, the first 3 laws were about getting you to get going in the first place. Law 4 is about keeping you going after you've started, right? The key here is to reward yourself, and to reward yourself immediately when you complete the habit, right? So if your reward is to go get a hot fudge sundae after you go to the gym, you might not actually meet your goals. So I'm not saying to do something like that, but you need to find a way to give yourself an immediate reward once you finish something. So here's a couple ideas. Let's say there's this leather jacket you want at Wilson's Leather, right? Do y'all remember that place? Is Wilson's still a place? Anyway, you want this leather jacket, right? So you need to save up some money to buy it. Well, you can link that to going to the gym, right? You're going to go into your digital banking app because, of course, you're high tech. If you're on this channel, you have a digital banking app where you can set up side accounts. You're not doing that basic banking like old people. You're not doing that on this channel. So you're going to go into that app. You're going to set up an account called Leather Jacket. And every time you finish a workout, you're going to transfer $2 into that account, right? $2 into that account. That's an immediate thing you can do and see to say, wow, I'm reaching my goal. And once you get the money in there, you go buy the jacket, right? You could try habit tracking, right? Every time you go to the gym, you put an X in a box, right? You've seen people do this on calendars. You put an X in a box every time. After 30 X's, you get a reward. 30 consecutive X's, the reward is even bigger, right? There's a lot of things you can do here to make it satisfying and to reward yourself. The key, right? Really, the law here is things that are rewarded are repeated. But also, things that are punished are avoided. That's right. See, it's a flip side to all this, and I waited until now to talk to you about this. But if you want to stop doing habits, the key is to simply reverse the laws. So let's look at that real fast. Brought out my trusty iPad because I don't remember what I wrote about this part. So we're going to reference it right here. Don't judge me. Okay, so if law number 1 is make it obvious, well, then the reverse of that is make it invisible. Law number 2, make it attractive becomes make it unattractive, right? Make it easy. Law number 3 becomes make it difficult, right? And number 4, make it satisfying becomes make it unsatisfying. See, that is how you flip it downward and backward. Flip it down and reverse it like Missy Elliott say. And you quit these bad habits. So let's give an example. Let's say you want to stop playing Xbox so much, right? Law number 1, we're going to make it obvious. The opposite of obvious is unobvious. I don't remember why can't I remember these words? Make it invisible. And we back. Make it invisible. We want to stop playing Xbox so much. So every time we're done with the Xbox, we're going to box it up. We're going to put it in a closet that we look in the least, right? You want to make it hard? Well, not only are we going to box it up, but we're going to take it to our parents' house. So now every time you want to play Xbox, you have to go to your parents' house and get the Xbox, unbox it, plug it up, hook it up. When you're done, unhook it up, put it back in the box and take it back to your parents' house, right? If we want to apply law 4 here, which the opposite is to make it, my God, I cannot remember these opposites, make it unsatisfying, right? We can then create what's called an accountability partner. So now your parents are your unaccountability partners or your accountability partners. And so what you're going to do is not only you're going to have it in a box, but have it at their house, but you're going to tell them you only come to pick it up every 2 weeks. And if you come to pick it up before 2 weeks, the way to make it unsatisfying is, well, now you have to do chores around the house before you can take it, right? See what I'm saying here? So you're going to, instead of making it easy, you're going to make all this stuff more difficult to do. You're going to create barriers to help you break habits. And that Xbox example is maybe a little extreme, but you get the point. Well, boys and girls, that's it. That's the end of the video. That's the end of the habit series. I'm so excited for you guys to take time to apply these tips in your life. Leave some in the comments. If you have questions on how you can implement, how you can make it easy, especially because I'm a pro at that, ask me down in the comments and I will help you walk through it. James has a 5-step process we can do together, right? go to his website, actually jamesclear.com. I'll put a description in the link below. There are tons of free resources there. He has a 30-day course on how to change habits that is done through email that you can sign up for. That's completely free. You can get habit tracking sheets. You can get even the four laws broken down into positive and the negative and like a PDF. Tons of resources there. I decided to actually get the James Clear Habit Journal. So I cannot wait to start using this in 2021. I'm going to start on New Year's Day because I'm anal and I like to start things at the beginning. I don't want to start in the middle. That's crazy. So anyhow, check out all the resources. Grab the book, read the book if you really want to become a pro at this. Yes, I gave y'all bits and pieces. There is so much more detail in the book. There's so much more evidence, so many stories to show how these things work. So once again, I really recommend you guys get this book. Okay, at this point, I am just rambling and I hate when I do that in a video. So we will sign off. Remember that your worth is undeniable. Live life, live now with passion and purpose. And I will see you in the next one. And you're going to have some habits going by then.